Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy IV. Now, we received a warning from FuSoYa that we need to make our way back to the Earth, but before that, there were a couple of events that I missed in our prior run. Well, not really missed. I intended to do this from the start, and because, who wouldn't be excited to go to the moon? I'm just saying that. So, what we're going to do now is we're basically going to go back, do a couple of quick events here, and then we're going to essentially time warp ahead with those events completed. So, let's just go ahead and load up here. We're basically just as the big whale came out, and, or the lunar whale came out, and now we're just going to instead do a couple of other things here. So first we need to make our way over to Eblan. Where we actually need to pick up the other airship. There we go. And with the other airship in hand, we need the hovercraft. And with that grab, we're going to make our way back over to this series of islands, where previously we had met a group of individuals that were basically mining some stuff out, and they asked us to find a tail. Now, we collected that during our adventures, so let's go ahead and see what they have to say. So, rat tail. This is the rat tail I've been looking for. Alright, here's some ore in return. Received adamantite. So, that's the first thing that we need to do here. And with the adamantite in hand, let's make our way back over to the airship now. We're not going to need the hovercraft again unless we get really lucky. Although, I don't think that's really going to be happening here because I'm not expecting to actually do the thing that would be required for this. It's typically not necessary in a run unless you're just really, really struggling for some reason. But there's a way to get some really powerful armor from them as well. Anyway, we're back in Fabul Castle now. And we remember that back of the Sylph's Cave, we met Yang. So we now need to talk to Yang's wife and let her know he's okay. Come again? My husband's in the underworld. Why doesn't he come home? I'm not crying, I just have something in my eye. Here, take this. Give that no good a smack on the noggin for me. And we've received the frying pan. Alright, so both of those items in hand, we now need to make our way back into the underground. So for that, we're going to head to the northeast, wrap around the world, and head back to Eblan, where we're going to pick up the other airship now, because that's the only airship that can actually go underground. Down we go! Alright, we're going to make our way across the lava here, back to this smithy that we saw previously. And we're going to hand over the adamantite that we got. My smithing days are over. I won't forge another sword until I find the legendary ore adamantite, which we have right here. Adamantite, give me that old sword. I'll give it new life. Hand it over, Sword of Legend. As you can see, he's really happy. It's ready. The Holy Sword Excalibur. Use it well. Quite the theme for a sword, isn't it? Alright. I've rekindled the love of smithing that I'd lost. I'm gonna work hard to become an even better smith than the master. The Master's back to his old self. Now, in terms of this version, though, I'm noticing that there is not a shopkeeper over here. You used to be able to buy what are called Fuma Shurikens from here, and apparently that is not a thing in this version. Alright, that side task done. Let's go ahead and get that sword equipped. Yeah, take a look at that boost. It is quite a bunch there. 160 plus attack, plus 99 accuracy, and plus 10 strength. That is a big deal. Alright, that done, we need to make our way over to the Sylph's Cave now, and do just what Yang's wife told us to do. Let's see up here. And we don't need to spend any time in here. We're just gonna run away from anything that happens to pop up. Ooh, back attack. That's not good. Now, the whole reason I'm doing it like this is because, as of right now, the other save is basically locked into the end game at this point. And so, if I were to travel back from the moon right now, we would essentially go into the next sequence of events, which you basically can't escape from. They happen as soon as you return from the moon in the Lunar Whale. And that's kind of why I needed to do things in this sequence, even though it's kind of out of order here. Alright, a frying pan that has cooked many loving meals. Let's give him a smack. Hey, stop! Is it time for training? Allow me to sleep a little more. Cecil! Yang! I'm so glad you're awake. This Sylph saved my life. Well, you saved us by destroying the cannons. I shall join you once again. You must rest. I cannot rest while my friends risk their lives. Just take it easy. You are? I'm Edge of Eblan. Don't worry, I can fill in for you. Eblan. So you are a ninja, but I must... No, we'll fight in your place instead. She's a summoner, correct? Then she may call upon us at any time. Thank you. And with that, Rydia has learned Sylph. I am most grateful. And after that, Yang doesn't say anything else. So we've received the summon of the Sylphs, and there's one last little bit to this side quest here. For that, we need to head back into the overworld. Hey, Wolfric. I am doing okay. So we return to Fabul. And we talk to Yang's wife once again. We give her back the frying pan. Thanks for everything. Here, this might come in handy. And with that, we have received the knife. Tell him not to worry about me. He should concentrate on getting better so he can help y'all. And that's it for this particular part of the side quest. This knife that we just received is actually something that can be used in battle by Edge. A kitchen knife that can cut anything. I'm curious if it's going to be strong, or rather as strong as it has been in other versions. But yeah, so with all those items in hand, we're actually going to go into the configuration, return to the title screen, and we're going to go back to load where I have prepared a new save file with those events already completed. So now, it's as if we've already replayed that section of the game. So, we've got FuSoYa, and everybody is basically ready to go here. We have Cecil here with the Excalibur in hand. Rydia is going to have all of her summon magic. And as you can see there in this slot here, they have the Sylph magic as well as Bahamut. So yeah, we are ready to go now for Endgame. As I said before, as soon as we return to the Earth, we're going to be locked into the finale. Now, there is one music track that I have intentionally not listened to yet in the soundtrack, and I've been really hopeful that it's going to sound as good as it did on the Super Nintendo. Almost every remix and every rearrangement since the Super Nintendo version I have heard has just had the fakest sounding horns you could ever hear, and it's just completely killed the mood of the song, aside from that original version that was on the Super Nintendo. So I'm really, really hopeful that this time they haven't messed it up and that's going to sound good. Well, FuSoYa is actually a Lunarian. He's from the moon. So, alright, let's go. Ah! The tower! We're too late. What do you mean, too late? The Giant of Babel will come forth. Such devastation. This was not my intent. No! Damn it! Is there nothing we can do? What's that? Well, if you know I had to go there. Dwarven tanks ready to fire! We will fight alongside you for the planet, our home. Lali-Ho! I could not lie in bed and leave the responsibility of fighting to my friends. You can relax now. With my help, this'll be a cinch. All engines to full power. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, miss me? The Elder restored us. You should not fight this battle alone. We all must fight for the sake of our survival. I will fight with you, Cecil, with the courage you have given me. Thank you. The giant looks confused. Now is our chance to enter the Giant of Babel. I get it. We're going for the core. Its heart. Sid. Approach its mouth. Who's he? FuSoYa, a Lunarian. He's a Lunarian? Can you do this or not? Ah, keep your beard on. There's nothing I can't do. I like what I'm hearing! Now! Hang on. Oh, I am loving the sci-fi sounds they're giving this too. Alright, so, we make our way to the core. And, oh boy, we got a searcher here. Alright, so... we gotta get Rydia back up here real quick. Look at that damage that this new sword does. It is incredible. Alright, so... we're gonna make sure we're ready for this here. So... let's get Rydia healed up a little bit. And then we're going to attack with Rydia. And prepare... okay, that is not the one I'm looking for. So we're just gonna take out the searcher. It should show up lower in the inside the Giant of Babel. The searcher I'm looking for. And we got a blue fang from that. And you'll see that as we progress here, we're going through the different parts of the giant here, and that's how the floors are labeled. We got a shuriken from that. Let's bring out Titan as well, along with a blitz from Edge. Oh, that actually managed to confuse them. This is Alexander before Alexander existed as a summon. Essentially. High potion. I don't want to get rid of all my resources as we go down. How about Blizzara? That's a little better. But yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of heavy damage coming out now, and that's basically how things are going to be going forward. It might not not be as bad as the Sylph Cave, but it's up there. Alright, we got an ether from that. Let's see, we got a chest up here. Let's just bring out Titan. Hey, for once, prey worked. Alright, Edge is gonna need a heal. Alright, good battle there. Yoichi Arrow. Or Yoichi Arrow. In any case, we've already got that one, so that doesn't do much for us. Alright, so with that item, I should be able to summon the enemy that I'm looking for, unless it's actually just been taken out of the game for this version. But we'll see. At this point now, I'm just trying to get myself far enough down inside the giant in order to actually get to the area where the target I'm looking for is. And once we get there, we're basically just going to start grinding off of it. Alright, Wolf. We're in the stomach. This way. Alright, we got a silver apple there. Oh, and actually, that's the one thing I didn't do on this file. I didn't use up all the apples, so... after this fight, we'll go ahead and do that and put those onto Rydia again. Alright, so into the menu. Let's go ahead and sort. Yep, here we go. So, golden apple, put that onto Rydia. And the silver apple, we'll put that onto Rydia as well. Oh, there's a chest on the right side there. Again, I don't think we're deep enough yet for the target I'm looking for to show up yet. Yeah, this one just summons a Centurion. Searcher is down. Let's take out the Centurion. How are we doing on health? Looks like we could use a big heal. Same deal as last time, take out the beamers, then we'll take out the searcher, and then lastly what it summons. This time I'll have everybody else attack the Centaurian while Cecil goes after the Searcher. There we go. Ah, there's the other thing I needed. Rydia needed to learn Tornado for this to work. So now I don't have to worry so much about magic. Alright, once again. Same strategy. I mean, even if we don't find this thing, this is still a really great place to grind before sort of the before really you hit the final dungeon. Especially because early on there are some pretty tough bosses in there if you really want to deck yourself out. Alright, we got a giant soldier here. That's a new one. Rope. There we go. Now we're good. So, Rydia... no. Who was it that took it? Rosa took that hit, so we gotta get her healed up again. You know, we haven't used Bahamut yet, and we're about to hit a save point, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Flare on the giant soldier. Rosa and Cecil level up. Monsters inside the chest. Okay, so we have a last arm here. As you can see, this one's doing a little bit more. Magnetic... Okay, so this one is not summoning anything else, so we're just gonna go for it. Alright, we got a siren from that, as well as an elixir. Naming Way, what are you doing in here? Welcome, what can I do for you? Oh my goodness. I don't remember this in any prior version. Okay. Alright, let's... Bahamut. And sure, why not? Meteor. Still making our way down here, Wolf. FuSoYa levels up. There's the save point. Let's break out a cottage. And we save. Now, since you do carry these, I'll grab myself a bunch more of these cottages. Several more Phoenix Downs, and then I'm gonna buy maybe 10 of these shurikens. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I'm also gonna max out pretty high on these high potions. Take a few slots just in case I need them, though. And then we can also get these other effects here, these other items, which basically allow you to cast spells as an item. I'll grab like 10 of them, but I don't know if I'm going to be using that many of them, to be honest. Ho ho ho! You have come at last. You cannot stop the Giant of Babel. Ha ha ha! Now is the time for the death of you all. The Elemental Lords. Indeed, Master Zemus blessed us with a second life. Prepare to die. I shall enjoy fighting you again. You have taught us of the power that comes from joining forces. That is what we will do. Now allow me to restore your strength. This time, we shall prevail. Alright, so we are fighting the Elemental Lords. That did some damage there. Alright, on to Cagnazzo. Let's give Cecil some haste. And let's break out some Protect as well. Alright, that Haas there is a bot, so I am not going to acknowledge that. We got a tidal wave here. And we need a big heal. Alright, on to the next one. Break out Mirage for Edge. Let's see what their weakness is here, because this one, there's no direct translation of wind to any other element here. And that didn't even work. Now we do have Bestiaries, though. Let's give that a try. Vulnerable to Holy Energy. In that case, holy it is. Alright, we've got Rubicante out now. Let's get some chill out now. And Shiva, do your thing. Alright, let's see how Sylph does against him. Whisper Wind. That does a heal for everybody else. Yeah, that's a big one. And that does it! The Elemental Lords are down! Master Zemus! Please, one last chance. We have failed again. Farewell, Valiants. Alright. Now, we're not quite done just yet here. We're actually going to return back to here and break out another cottage. And I wanted to save there, so actually, let's just run away from this particular one. So, save. And now, at this point, I do want to try using one of those alarms that we picked up. There it is, the siren. And that is still not the one I'm looking for. Alright, so we'll take these out. Well, no, we'll actually escape, because there's no reason to fight them. And if we don't find the target I'm looking for in the next spot here, then I'll just reset and hang on to those instead. Yeah, so this is the CPU here, which is our destination. And, oh, we can't even use it. Okay, so that settles that then. Let's return to title screen so I can get that back real quick. So that has changed. What I've been looking for is what's called a Clockwork Dragon, or the Siren or Searcher that can call that. Oh, actually, there's the Mech Dragon. I guess that's what it's being called in this version. Alright, so actually, I want Rydia. Yeah, as you can see, that does a bunch of damage. Alright, Tornado. So the reason I've been looking for that is this thing gives, as you can see here, 41,400 experience per kill. And in the original version, there was a siren or searcher that would actually summon this thing. And this was one of the best ways to grind EXP in the game before you really got kind of really deep in the final dungeon. And unfortunately, that doesn't seem to exist in this version, so at least I was able to show you kind of what I was trying to do here this whole time, but I guess that's just how they decided to change the game. They got rid of the Peninsula of Power in the original Final Fantasy, so it kind of makes sense that they did it here too. This is the core of the giant, its CPU. Whoa. We have to destroy the defense node first, because it can repair the CPU. Alrighty. Defense node first. Alright, so the CPU casts reflect on itself. Let's get Mirage out. As well as Protect. Now, Meteor should not be able to be reflected, but if I remember correctly, the CPU has a counter for that, so we're actually not going to go for that here. Let's bring Shell out instead. And we're just going to use physical attacks on the CPU instead. Yeah, that attack node really isn't doing that much damage to us in the end here. So this is really the safer way to do this. We could get a heal out here. Also break out regen. Let's get haste on Cecil. As well as Edge. That way they can attack more frequently. Alright, there goes the CPU. Now we just have the attack node. And down it goes. Rydia learned Death. So Edge to 52, Rydia to 52. Alright, we stopped it. Why you... How dare you destroy the giant? You! Do I know you? You have to look deep inside yourself. You have to realize who you really are. Stop it. You must wake up. What came over me? Why was I filled with so much hatred? You have returned to your true self. Now, do you remember your father's name? My father is FuSoYa. What? Then that makes you Cecil's... You two are brothers? I have a brother. You were a puppet in Zemus's plan. He was manipulating you with his hypnotic powers. He chose you because you have the blood of FuSoYa, a Lunarian, coursing through your body. That made it easier for Zemus to control you. But to make you fight against your own flesh and blood... That's enough. I was fighting against my own brother? All this hate was against my own family? You're I wonder why you were chosen. It could have been me. We both have Lunarian blood. I was chosen because of the seeds of evil that lay inside me. Zemus saw that evil, and he helped it grow. Where are you going? To find Zemus. I have a score to settle. Wait. I too am a Lunarian, just like Zemus. I will join you two. Goodbye, Cecil. Is this what you want, Cecil? Golbez is never coming back. You know that, right? Aren't you going to do anything? He's your brother. My brother. Yes. We might be in trouble. We have to get out of here. Cecil! What are you doing? We need to find a way out. This way. Cain! Oh no, we're not falling for that again. We can talk later. Right now we have to get out of here. Hurry! Finally, I was able to return to my senses. I don't expect you to forgive me after all I've done. Of course we're not going to forgive you. The giant was practically your doing. Stop it. Rosa, it's not Cain's fault. You saw how Zemus had control over Golbez. Golbez, too. Golbez is Cecil's other brother. Older brother. He was being manipulated by a Lunarian named Zemus, who used their shared Lunarian blood to control him. Golbez and FuSoYa went to the moon to destroy Zemus. Golbez is Cecil's brother? Then I too should follow them and give Zemus the payback he deserves. I hope you don't end up betraying us again. If that happens, you can kill me. Then I better go too. Besides, I want to give this Zemus guy a piece of my mind. Edge. Then it's decided. We go to the moon. Cecil. Rosa, Rydia, you two stay here. The three of us will go. I can't put you in any more danger. But Cecil! That's not fair. Please, you have to get off the lunar whale. A little kid won't be much help anyway. Who are you calling a kid? Just stay put, kid. Cecil. Cain. Edge. let's go. Rosa? Get out of the way, Rosa. No, I'm not moving. You have to take me with you. Why are you doing this? Because I don't want us to be apart. I don't care what happens, as long as I'm with you. Rosa. I guess we have no choice. Well, aren't you the ladies' man? Alright, Rosa, I'll protect you with my life. It worked! What? You? This is everyone's war, not just yours. Besides, I'm the only one who can summon creatures to help us. Rydia, you're right. This war is ours to fight together. Let's go. I'll say this much, Cecil, you picked a horrible place to land. And actually, there's one more thing that we need to take care of before we hop back to the moon here. So, we're heading back to the Earth. And we're gonna head for the Kingdom of Baron. So we'll rest here. And we're gonna save in a new file. So you might remember that at one point there was a path locked up from being able to be accessed. And that path is now available, and so that's what we're doing here now. Now, before this, what I want to do is I want to turn things down to actually very slow here. Because I need to be pretty quick on the call on this here. So, you have returned. Your Majesty, I do not need your pity. Although I have been slain, I have been given eternal power. The summoner that follows you will be able to call upon me whenever my help is required. Call on my sword, and it will be yours. However, you must earn my respect by proving your strength and courage. Let us begin the battle. And this is where we pick up the summon Odin. Alright, so for this one, we're gonna cast Haste on Rydia. And the reason for that is we need to get out as many Thundaga as we can. Thundaga is his weakness. Oh, and actually, we only need one of them. Yeah, that's his weakness, and the idea is, whenever he has it up in the air, Thunder would strike the sword, and that would just electrify him, basically. You have grown strong. Now you must use that strength to protect Baron and the world. I shall fight along with you as Odin. Thank you, Your Majesty. Rydia has learned Odin. And that does it for the main pantheon of summons that you can get in this game. There are some others, including the Goblin and the Bomb summon, and I think one or two others, but those are RNG drop-based, so we're not going to be going for those. Plus, I don't remember them being that strong to begin with. Alright, we make for the moon. Yeah, parking up here is the better idea, to be honest. Take a quick rest, and then we make for the Crystal Palace. Oh, I should check Kane's gear here. Looks like... Oh, actually, we're able to give him something better with the Defender Sword. Although, that's still a bit weaker. That basically makes it so that Kane can't use his jump attack, which would allow him to attack from the back row at that point. Alright, I'm just gonna blow through everything that I can here. Let's bring out Titan. Because we're gonna get a refresh before we as soon as we get to the Crystal Palace anyway. Rosa levels up. Again, the Mist Dragon does damage based on Bridia's current HP, so that's why it's a good idea to go ahead and give her those apples when you come across them. Plus Bridia just has the lowest amount of HP anyway in the party, so it really helps to boost her up. Alright, we have arrived. We shall guide you to the core. And this is it, the final dungeon. got monsters here, which is just another set of these. Yeah, let's break out Titan. See if we can take these all out pretty quickly here. Alright, just got the 2 sages left. Kane levels up. And we got a sage's staff from that. Now for that, we go to the bottom. A staff that casts life when used in battle. But that's not really going to be very good here. As you can see, it does increase magic evasion, but aside from that, it's not that good for Rosa. And for Rydia, she can't even use it. Actually, can she? Did I just not look far enough? No, she can only use rods. Alright, we got a giant warrior here. Taken down pretty quickly. Edge and Rydia level up. Alright, so before we touch that, I'm going to cast some healing. Let's have Cecil do this, just to conserve Rosa's magic. Now, I don't remember how this battle goes, so this will be interesting. To the seeker of this blade, I bring death. Alright, so we're up against the White Dragon. Let's start with Mirage on Edge. Alright, so they appear to be counter-based to a degree. Let's get Protect out. And let's bring out the Hama and see what happens. Okay, they do a counter there. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get Shell out. And then, before we do anything else, Cecil attack. Alright, Rosa. Went ahead and cast Float on everyone. Now we can bring out Bahamut again. can't hit me with an earthquake if I'm not standing on the ground. Alright, we've picked up the Murasame. That is a Blade 4 Edge. So, we'll go ahead and put that in his right hand. And now this path is done, so we're going to teleport out. We're going to go ahead and full heal. And we are going to save. Once again, that Haas is a bot, so don't even worry about him. Alright, if that keeps going off, I'm gonna turn off alerts. Nope, it's still going. Alright, so... alerts are off. And this is apparently a problem that a lot of people on Twitch are having right now. Where these hotspots just keep showing up. And filling the alerts with username spam like that. Hey, Artemis arrows! And that is actually even stronger than the other arrow that we had, so we're good to go there. Monsters inside this chest. A couple of giant warriors. This might be overkill, but you know what? We can always just do another teleport out. Ooh, self-destruct. Well, that's an interesting counter there. Chest contain black garb. Alright, so that's gonna be for Edge. Attack goes down, but their defenses go way up. Actually, yeah, that seems worth it, especially considering how heavy the hits have been hitting him lately. Alright, Rosa, go ahead and teleport us out. And we'll do one more grab of healing, and this is probably gonna be the last one, because I think from here we just have to start diving. Alright, now, I'm gonna try to conserve some of my resources here, though. Alright, we got a Flame Whip for Rydia. Alright, we can go after this group. And Dragon Rider, thank you for the raid there. Unfortunately, I have alerts turned off right now due to a bot invasion that's going on. All right, we got a Dragon Shield. That's a little bit stronger than the Genji Shield. Oh, we've been ambushed. Yeah, it's happening everywhere on Twitch these days. I try to keep the alerts on as long as I can, but eventually I just have to turn them off. Ooh, nice hit there, Rosa. Yeah, I wish it was possible for us to, like, wildcard ban a username, and we could just set it to Haas, and that would be a done deal then. Edge and Rydia level up. Dragon Hill. Dragon Mail. Cecil levels up. And Dragon Gloves. Ooh, a back attack. Honestly, Rosa, your arrows there are doing as much damage as I would expect from a big heal to it. Maybe a little bit weaker, but still. Better to save the resources. Ah, it's not weak to fire. Let's give Edge a couple of heals. That should be good for now. Alright, let's see. But yeah, at this point, we're just making our way down. Yeah, I can understand that, but there's no need to end a stream over it. Just turn off your alerts. That's the easy way to deal with it. Alright, another Artemis arrow. So that actually puts things in an interesting perspective here, because now what we can do is we can give Rydia an Elven Bow and an Artemis arrow, and I think that's stronger than her Flame Whip. Yeah, that is significantly stronger. She loses a little bit in defense, but this makes her more viable for regular attacks now. which honestly is something that she was sorely lacking. Oh, so you were just looking at the list of follows that were coming in? Honestly, I have my alert set up, so that when somebody raids me and such, it'll go off. Oh, this is becoming a problem real quick here. Alright, let's get Asuna out on edge. Yeah, and what I'll also do is I'll keep an eye on the follow list just to see if anybody does follow. I might not see it immediately, but I find that's the easier way to deal with things as it is right now. Alright, we need to take this path down. Yeah, since these dragons do these constrictions, I'm gonna hold off on doing too many attacks here all at the same time. I'll just leave it to Rosa and Cecil. Oh, nope, can't get Rosa. So, then I guess it's gonna be Edge and Cecil now. Oh, that's unfortunate. There we go, Rosa's back up. So they're eventually able to break out of it. Kane and Edge level up. Alright, Dragon Rider, thanks for hopping in with the raid. White Fang in there. Little Murderer. Okay, this guy's kind of unique. He likes to cast Scan on himself and say that he's vulnerable to lightning. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to cast lightning on him. You just want to take him down with regular attacks. Because otherwise he does a big counter on you. X potion in there. Monsters inside this chest. And it's a behemoth. Yeah, I'm gonna set things up for similar to last time. When we went through Bahamut's cave. Let's get a big heal out. Rosa gives Cecil a big heal. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and use Sylph. Let's see what we can pull from this. Nothing! Alright, so let's get another big heal out. There goes the Behemoth. Rydia learned Flare. Cecil and Rydia level up. Got a Stardust Rod inside. So, Stardust Rod casts Comet when used in battle. So that's similar to Meteor, but it's not as strong. It's basically what the twins were using a while back. I think we're better off with Rydia having the arrows for the time being. Alright, so we can see that there's a sword over there. We're gonna have to get to that eventually. I am trying to remember where all the different paths are around here. And we got a blue dragon here. Alright, this one does not counter for just regular attacks. There we go. Rosa levels up. And we got a White Fang. Monsters inside this chest. A blue and a red dragon. We're gonna keep it nice and calm with this group. We'll heal when we need to. That was a big hit. And we've obtained the Crystal Shield. Which means now we have a hand-me-down to Kane. That gold dragon is not having any luck constricting anyone this time. Ah, we've got an Ahriman here. Does Tornado work on it? Nope. Alright, and this is where things get kind of interesting. This is an enemy that... You know what I'm noticing here? This thing is not bouncing up and down like it's flying. That's something that's missing from this version, unfortunately. But this enemy likes to cast Doom, whereby if the countdown reaches 0, the character dies. Monsters inside this chest, another behemoth. Let's just have Cecil go berserk. That increases his damage a little bit. Alright, Behemoth is down. Cecil levels up, Rydia levels up. And we got the Crystal Mail from that. Oh, as well, the Protect Ring. Which, yeah, that's actually pretty strong. And it makes a good replacement for the Dragon Shield that I had taken off and given to Kain. Okay, so let's see. Monsters inside of here. A couple of red dragons. That could actually be trouble. Attack. Let's get a heal out on everybody. Just in case one of those heat rays goes out. We'll be able to recover from that. There it goes. Rosa levels up, and we got a Wyvern Lance from that. As well as the Crystal Gloves. Alright, yeah, so the Crystal Gloves are weaker than the Protect Ring. But Kain is not able to use those. Okay, so I guess we got no choice. We could put it on Kain. Actually, it looks like we could put it on anybody. In that case, it might make more sense to put it on Rosa. Just because she's the white mage of the party. Alright, let's get everybody healed up again. Cecil's been constricted. Ooh, that's a bad hit. Rosa, go ahead. And you know what? Let's... Oh, actually, the gold dragon's already down. Edge levels up. White robe inside of there, which is another bump in defense for Rosa. Okay. 2 gold dragons this time. You know what? They're getting a little annoying with that constriction, so we'll go ahead and pass on them going forward. Monsters inside of here. A Dino Zombie and a Dark Sage. Let's see what this is. Vulnerable to fire and holy energy. Okay, get free. Or just take it out, I guess. Alright, crystal helmet inside of there. Oh yeah, that's a nice weapon to have, the Wyvern Lance. A spear that's effective against dragons. Alright, so we've got this over here. Alright, there's nothing out there. Now, if memory serves, inside this room is where you can fight a pretty rare enemy. But we're not going to do that right now. Another Artemis Arrow. And a Fuma Shuriken. So even if we had not gotten that rare drop, we would still be able to take advantage of that. Kiriga on edge. Cottage inside of there, and then we have a secret path there. Okay, so that takes us down to here. Golden apple inside of there. I'm gonna wait on using any other apples at this point. And take a look at what the final party looks like instead, once we get there. couple of gold dragons. We're gonna skip them. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. Party looks okay. And we got another behemoth. Oh, really? It missed. Is that part of the stuff that I'm wearing? What's doing that? Looks like it. Alright. So then in that case, we'll just go ahead and cast haste instead. Actually, let's see what Kane can do here as well. Yeah, that's a good hit. Behemoth is down. A couple of level ups there, and we got another Protectorate. Give that to Rydia. And we have our first save point. Now, we've got here coming up probably one of the hardest fights in the game, aside from the final boss. Yeah. Those damned Byzemus shall never bear this sword. Dark Bahamut. As you can see, he uses Mega Flare, which, yeah, that's not good that that much goes out so quickly. No problem, Rooks. Thanks for tuning in. I think the way this one has to work is we kind of have to just be careful and do as much damage as quickly as we can, but we're gonna have to restrict how many party members we have up so that Rosa can actually get proper heals out of everybody. We'll go ahead and haste Cecil. Alright, King comes back down. Rosa, go ahead and get out your big heal. Oh! That's right, Kane had Reflect casted on him. So he is not going to be able to get healed. Let's get Shell out, though. And let's get Kane back in the air. Never mind, he's gonna need a full life. Or not. Okay. I'll take that. Let's haste up Rosa as well, since we have a moment. We need to get rid of Kane before we do anything with healing. Never mind, Kane is gone, so let's bring him back to life. There we go, Dark Bahamut goes down. Kane levels up. And we've obtained the Ragnarok, also known as the Crystal Sword. So, once again, a big attack boost for Cecil. And Kane is not able to use the Excalibur, so... with that done... Let's get everybody healed back up. And we'll grab a cottage. Get everybody's magic back. Alright, a save right there. Blue Dragon, let's see what this new sword can do. It's not the strongest thing. At least, against the Blue Dragon. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the... It doesn't have the same kind of sound effect that I would have expected. Where it's kind of like the sound of, like... How do I want to describe it? It's sort of like the sound of, like... glass and crystal breaking whenever you hit something with a sword. That's how it sounded back on the Super Nintendo. And I really prefer that sound effect. Couple of dooms going out here. But we should be okay. Come to think of it, I never turned the speed back up on the battle, so I'll do that after this fight. Cecil to level 61. I think I had it on fast. Ice Storm. We haven't seen that yet. Rosa levels up to level 60. Once again, just attack the little murderer. Don't go for the, don't go for what the weakness is. Monsters inside this chest. A few Sling Guardians. Let's bring out Bahamut. Edge and Rydia level up. Got a Minerva Bustier inside there. What is that? That is... paralysis-resistant clothes worn by the goddess of the heavens. Alright, so... who does that go on? Goes on Rosa, apparently. Actually, no, that increases the attack. Okay, that looks more suited to Rydia, then. Alright, we have reached the next save point. Cottage out. Single gold dragon, we can take care of that. Kane levels up. And what did I just pick up there? Because the text scrolled off a bit. Rage of the Gods, so another Thundara there. Alright. Here's another boss. The Coveter of the Holy Lance shall perish. And this is called Plague. As you can see, he casts Doom on everybody. Except he did not get Kane because he jumped. And there's a little bit of a strategy to this guy. If you're having trouble with the timer. Aside from using Kane's jump, the other thing that you can do is you can take out one of your own party members as the counter gets down to about 5 or so. And that will allow you to reset their timer. But we did okay here, so. Obtain the Holy Lance. Which gives Kane another 10 to their attack. Cast Holy when used in battle. Let's full heal. And then there is another battle immediately after this. By sacred force, we shall protect the ribbons. They're probably weak to holy power. No effect. Ah, they cast Reflect on themselves. But Mega Flare should go through that. They do a restore there. Actually, just having Cecil attack might be the better option here. Cecil and Kane, that is. There we go. Cecil levels up. And these chests contains ribbons. So, a ribbon that is resistant to mage attacks and prevents various status ailments. Let's go on to Rydia and Rosa. Back attack from a dino zombie. Alright, we got a behemoth here. Let's see. No, we can't run away, so... Again, same strategy as before, just go in with the strongest attacks we got. There we go. Now this is not the final dive. There's one more thing that we need to pick up. After which we're going to return back to that save point for one last heal. Fuma Shuriken inside there. Another behemoth. How much does Rosa's attack do at this point? Not much. Yeah, I'll stick to just Cecil and Kane. Edge levels up. Alright, let's get everybody healed up. None shall ever bear the cursed sword Masamune. Pogo Pogo. Yeah, this guy uses tidal waves. A bunch of them. We're okay on this one. Let's see what Mega Flare does to it. Okay, he does not like being attacked with ninja attacks. And he counters Bahamut. Okay. Let's get Rydia back up. Yeah, I don't know why Square Enix decided to do it this way. This game is very counter-heavy. So just going for normal attacks can sometimes just be the safer thing to do. But we obtained the Masamune. That goes to Edge. And casts haste when used in battle. Alright, we are going to... Actually, in this case, can't use Warp. So we're just gonna have to walk back to the prior save point. Still not as strong. Another behemoth. Actually, can we run from this? Okay, we can. It was just taking a long time previously. Back attack from a gold dragon. Cecil levels up again. And this should be it. Unless I need to grind on something for some more levels, this should be all that we need at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and run from anything that I can, just to conserve resources. Although I do want to take one of these wicked masks out. Alright, so he reflects wholly off of himself. But we're fine in terms of damage there. We are able to run away from it at this point now. Alright, so we've got the final dive ahead of us here. Before we do that, I do want to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, at which point we are going to continue down to the core of the moon. So please stand by, everybody. I will be right back.